Hey guys, welcome to lesson 2, and we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing rational expressions. And when you're multiplying and dividing fractions, it's really easy. You just multiply across on the top and multiply across on the bottom. So if I had like 2/5 times, let's say like 1/4, I would just say 2/20, and then I can simplify that to 1/10. So that's multiplying. When you're dividing, it's actually a form of multiplication. So let's do another one. Let's say 2/5 divided by 3/4. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to invert and multiply for this one, and we're going to flip it, and then we'll turn it into a multiplication problem. I have 2/5 divided by 3/4, so I'm going to turn it into 2/5 times 4/3. And then again, you're just going to multiply across the top and multiply across the bottom. So that's what we're going to do with these types of problems. So the first thing that we have to do is simplify, get these broken down to see like what we're working with. So go ahead and factor all 4 pieces of that. Okay, so once we have everything broken down into pieces that we can work with, we are going to, just like I did here, up here with this one, we are going to cancel. So see where we can cancel. So the rule is, as long as one is on top and one is on bottom, I can go diagonal, but I can't go side to side. So for instance, I see an x minus 4 here and an x minus 4 here. I see an x plus 4 on top and an x plus 4 on bottom. Is there anything else? Oh, I see an x minus 2 and an x minus 2. So once I have that all simplified, I'm going to see what's left over. So I have x squared plus 2x plus 4 over this guy on bottom, 3x minus 1. And I need to account for the domain restriction. So remember what I said, I don't have to do it. I'm not going to make you like list out the domain the hard way. But I need you to notice that like you can't have 0 on bottom. So I'm going to say 3x minus 1 cannot equal 0 and solve for x. So x cannot equal 1/3. So this needs to be part of your answer. So that's your final answer there. So don't forget those 2 pieces. Okay, so we're going to do a dividing one. So what I need to say about this is when you're canceling, it has to be at the multiplication stage. You can't divide at the division stage. So just kind of keep that in mind. So the first thing, I'm still going to treat them both the same. So I'm going to factor first, which I guess it doesn't really matter. You can flip it first. But at some point, you're flipping and you're factoring. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so notice that it's no longer a division problem, it's now a multiplication problem. So I've broken everything up, I flipped it, so now I'm going to cancel. So I have these canceling, I have those canceling, anything else? There's these canceling. So I end up with x squared plus 2x plus 4 on top and 3x minus 1 on bottom. So it's the exact same answer as the other one. And then don't forget that you are including the domain restriction. So x cannot equal 1/3, and that is my final answer. Okay, go ahead and try this one. Okay, so I broke it down and I flipped it, so now it's a multiplication problem. So now I am going to simplify. So I have an x minus 2 here. I have, let's see, an x plus 3 here. Is there anything else that I can cancel? I think that's it. So we've got these 2 things on top. So x squared plus 2x plus 4, and then x plus 3. And then on bottom, I have an x minus 3 and x plus 2. So just to point out, these are not opposites. This would have to be negative for that to be opposite, but it's not. So we're opposites, so we cancel out -1, but it's not. So we're just going to leave it alone. So that is my final answer. So again, include the domain restriction. X cannot equal 3 and x cannot equal -2. And this whole thing is my answer. Okay, last one. So the first thing that I want to do here is kind of break this apart. So I'm going to look at it like this. And you can do these two steps in one step if it makes sense to you. So right here, I'm taking this divided by this. And so now I'm going to flip it and do what we have been doing. But you need to make sure and train your brain that you can go from here to here. So go ahead and finish up that problem. Okay, so these cancel, and I'm left with x plus 1 times x minus 10. I don't have to worry about the domain restriction because there's nothing in the denominator. So I am done, and we are done with this lesson.